for you.
Chair.
Yes.
But for Mr. Nkurunziza, we must crucify him, because as a director and a lawyer, he ought to know.
We are not there, Honorable Nkunyenje. No, listen. He has given us his opinion. And you know what the Supreme Court said in Andrew Mwenda and the Charles Onyango book? That an opinion is never right or wrong.
But Chair, as a body member,
you are seated.
His opinion is substantive.
Wait, listen, Honorable Nkunyenje. You are seated in a position where you will evaluate whether is faulty or not. I will disallow any judgment that is not subjected and research, and we shall make a comment on
and the fitness to be on the board.
No, that one is not in the charge sheet.
Because his submission.
We cannot make a finding because of an opinion he has read. We would be ultra-biased.
The procedural issue I'm raising stem from the legal framework and mandate of this committee. Chair, our rules of procedure empower this committee with the powers of the High Court. And the judicial system in this country has since cleared that there can be both criminal and civil proceedings moving on at the same time. There can't be any prejudice when the same deputy governor who was cited, and I've seen clips in the media narrating the events surrounding the theft and loss of this money on camera and before the media, to come and appear before this committee and now start playing a denial game, looking for any escape route of not answering specific questions as summoned by this committee. And the same deputy governor had prior requested for more time to attend to this committee. The committee gave him the benefit. He's now before the committee and trying to look for any excuse of not answering. He has the same things you answered before the media related to the loss and theft of this money. Answer the same because you have been summoned before this committee.
What is your procedure issue?
Chair, my procedure issue is if it will be procedurally right for the deputy governor to hide under the cover of other investigation, well knowing that he was also invited for an investigation by a committee with the powers of the High Court to answer the same questions. And we have seen some of his answers loitering in the media. Is it procedurally right?
Okay, good. I will guide you as follows. One, we have not seen them because we have not summoned the media. And you know what our rules provide on the media. We are now at the source. So please don't rely on the media. Number two, as you were proceeding, you mentioned the word that the deputy governor has been cited. Ma'am, I wanted to hear from you, other than the media where he has been cited. You know, the use of the word has been cited could have implications, including that he's a suspect or that he has been mentioned in any form of proceedings. Is that what I understood you to mean?
Chair,
on citing.
Chair, unless he denies it himself and will produce evidence, he addressed the media and gave a detailed account of this, how the money was lost, affirming that the money was lost.
That one is okay.
There is even the presumption that the people who stole our money are these people appearing before us. Now, since he has been cited in the media, as a committee, we have the duty to interrogate them. And they owe us answers, not hiding under the cover of other investigations. We are also investigating, and this is Parliament.
Honorable, I asked you a specific question because I had...
it is said that the deputy governor is among those who stole the money.
Who said it?
I've heard it in the media, and he was also trying to explain by distancing himself and mentioning parallel investigation.
Honorable Nkunyenje Muwada, COSAE is a fair committee. We do not rely on rumors. A person at the rank of deputy governor is a dignified person in the protocol of the country. Where we cannot substantiate that he's part of the group that stole the money, I would not allow it on the microphone. So that element should be expunged. Deputy Governor, proceeding well. That is Honorable Mwada's question. I will guide as follows. 1, do not be apprehensive. Do not be defensive. Everything you have mentioned is not backed by law. But I know it is supported, partly supported by common sense. And for me, applying common sense in this committee is acceptable, is admissible. This is where you went wrong. Defensively saying, I will not mention things that will jeopardize with investigations. That one I will not. First, you are making a ruling on what you can say or cannot say. It is not within your power. That one is ours. What I expected you is to give us answers to the extent of your ability to answer. Then from there, we ask you questions. You get to me and say, oh, Chairman, I think that one would jeopardize investigations. But you cannot chorus and generally say, I will not answer. Now, that's why you saw it attracted procedure very quickly. So, proceed and answer.
Our rules empower this committee with the powers of the High Court, even to compel. And it appears they are just being elusive and evasive.
I agree with you up to the first bit of the rules.
I thought I was handing the documents on Friday. You'd requested that all the documents that this committee requires should be brought in by Friday. So I had the Friday date in mind, so I'm sorry if I misunderstood you that you wanted them today.
Your guidance of receiving the documents on Friday, I said come with them tomorrow, which is today. I will not treat this as a refusal. I will now, quickly, without wasting time, require that you produce them today before close of business.
That some of these witnesses before us are equally forwarded to police, because from their answers.
Make your submission. There is nothing unfortunate. I can call the IGP to come.
Yeah, from the responses I've had, Chair, yesterday when we were interfacing with the Deputy Governor, he alluded to a system, a payment system within Bank of Uganda, that whatever comes from Ministry of Finance is automatically handled in the system and paid as it has been presented. And even insinuated that probably there is even no need for human involvement. It is computerized system. Now, the narrative from the Ministry of Finance is to the effect that for them, they indicated the right recipients as per equally documents you have cited, some of them. Now, we cannot be taken for a ride. Both of them must, at this point, know at what stage did the recipient name change, even before we look at the documents. At what stage? Because that is the immediate inquiry one will find out. Taking us around the circle, that this is happening, this will be welcome in terms of information. But let's get a precise position. Yes, you indicated that you are paying IDF. At what point? And the Bank of Uganda Deputy Governor was telling us, for them what comes from your ministry is automatically paid in the available system. And he said there was no fraud in terms of cyber fraud from his narrative of yesterday. So we want to understand now, if the documents we are saying pay IDF and other recipients, and the governor is saying there was no cyber fraud. Now, at what stage did the recipient name change?
Guide me on who we should lock up, because I'm also itching.
Chair,
Tell me who we should
number
know.
one is the deputy governor, and then this, I don't know what his name is. It accountant general? The two of them. And Chair, I'm equally praying that we must put them on oath because they know the truth. And they are just taking us for a ride. Let's put them on
But you
oath.
see,
Mr. Chairman, we have the instruction that was sent to us by the ministry to pay roadway. And this will be submitted with the documents this afternoon.
on who I should arrest, and I want to sign that. Now you're running to the civil beat. Arresting is a criminal process.
Chair,
So
Chair,
guide me.
in the
Deputy
continuation-
Governor, I charge him with what? Detain him?
Chair,
What do we put on the
Chair,
detention
the
order?
first step of securing accuracy, and it's within our rules, is to put the top.
Supposing he gives you a document saying, Mr. Semakulak told me to pay roadway.
Chair, in the situation where we are in, that he alluded to the fact that there was no fraud.
There is
anywhere.
no situation
From their answers.
from us.
Yeah, from their answers. The rules allows us to test their accuracy, principally by first of all putting them on oath, so that they speak the truth. Otherwise, they are deceiving us
Honorable
intentionally.
Mwada Nkunyi.
Bank of Uganda receives instructions as the banker to government from the Accountant General's office. And these are the instructions we received.
We sent money to IDA and ADF, but this money has not reached. So what happened? Then the director wrote back and said, incidentally, these EFTs, we have these payments to these people who are not known to us.
So the director banking is saying, these people are
Payments,
not.
although you said that these payments were for so and so, but these payments we see, the final pay
You
is
see,
so
don't
and
use
so.
sour.
You said they are witnesses, but to us, these are suspects.
To you and who?
To us,
You
as
and your
people,
family.
to us as people, I'm a member of parliament.
You mean I'm not
These
a-
are people
one of the
responsible
people?
for national resources. They mismanaged it. Money is lost in the billions. They are here just loitering
You
with
see.
irrelevant answers. The relevant answers are one. Tell us at what stage did you realize that the money is going to a wrong recipient? When did the recipient name change? Let's start from there.
Honorable
And what
Mwada-
did you do?
Honorable Mwada.
Have you suspended any staff involved
Now
in your
receive-
hierarchy?
okay.
Chair, this part very annoying.
You have, you see, okay, now switch off the. Stay calm. Let's get all the facts. That's number one.
Kisookera ddala kya nnaku nnyo nti millions of dollars eziri mu buwumbi n'obuwumbi zabbibwa okuva mu akawunti bugwanika ly'eggwanga, naye nga enziba yaazo bw'otunuulira omukululo guno gwonna mulimu abakungu mu minisitule eya finance, mulimu n'abakungu mu Bank of Uganda, n'ago amakampani simanyi Broadway simanyi biki gayisobola okuba nga gaabwe. Era ffe tubadde tulowooza nti abantu basaana kuteekebwa ku mpingu, tubakunye nga bali ku mpingu, kubanga bye boogera byonna byamatankane. Sente ezaabula, minisitule ya finance egamba yaweereza instruction ate yeegaana amakampani agoogerwako. Bank of Uganda etugamba bano abali mu IT nti bo instructions ze baafuna z'amakampani gali agakola ki agoogerwako agasasulwa. Kakati wakati awo mu kunoonyereza kwe tukyalimu, olaba nga buli omu ajuliza munne. Kati batugaye waliwo omukyalo omusimanyi Eunice nti oyo ye yanyiga ebaton erikola epesa erisembayo, naye Bank of Uganda etugamba nti yafuna instruction nga amakampani gano ag'ekicupuli ng'ate minisitule ya finance ge yasaba basasule, nti bwe baba baddamu okwanukula kwabwe baverifyinge ne babawa statement, minisitule ya finance yasirika buki? Yasirika busirisi. Kakati ebyo byonna bibuuzo bikulu nnyo bye twesanze. Kyakubiri, tebannateekawo wadde kunoonyereza bwekka kitongole ki minisitule ya finance ne Bank of Uganda bazibbako billions z'essente. Tubagamba nti mugoba w'emiyembe wali okusasula layisinsi ne bamukwata mu kibuga, naye abasajja babba billion bakyali mu SC bajja bayinaayina, tewali wadde gwe baakwata wadde gwe baali primandinze ne babamutadde ku suspension olw'okubulankanya kwa ssente zino. Naye ssente zaabula ebitongole bibakozesa balinga bebabiragira simaiti onanonyereze onakola atya katuli myezi na myezi so ngakakiiko era ngaffe bamemba tetugenda kukkiriza kunyigira muntu yenna ku liiso era obawo gwe batiisatiisizza tagenda kuba mukuffe twagala ebintu bino biveyo mu lujjudde zino sente si za mwami Museveni oba wano simanyi ndo deputy governor oba minister wa finance kati kirabika zino sente Kasayija ne ministry y'enamba ya finance yonna be bamu ku babbi Bank of Uganda governor or deputy governor yomukubaki ne body yonna kati abakozi bana abawansi betukyakunyakunya batugaye mu kyaba mwita Eunice ne akawala ke bayita obuyisi Eunice tekasobola kubba billion kokka kitegeeza nti zino sente bonna baziri mbagezako kati kidda bbali kuba batugambye ne statement ona akulya IT takolanga na statement wadde ku police yonna nenga yakulya IT mu Bank of Uganda bebulankanya nti ebyuma byesasula byokka ani goyizo siruwaza mu ggwanga Uganda so ababbi bali mu Bank of Uganda ababbi bali mu Ministry ya Finance nezino bazebbira so tugenda kunoonyereza paka ku muntu asembayo era tulimaninga tweraga buli kitongole kiveyo n'amaanyi gonna tugenda ku exposing buno obubbi n'obulyake nenga tukyanoonyereza kiteberezebwa okuba nti bano abantu benyigiramu guno gwali munyago gwabwe of course Ministry ya Finance ebadde yeekwasa nti company teri listed of course ya Chupuli naye ate Bank of Uganda bwe tugamba nti boje bagiro okusasula omwami gwe batugambye simanyi bamuyita Mubaraka nti Mubaraka yasindika nti basasule ezino company bali batugambye ebiwandiiko bibaleeta biri mu hard copy bali batugamba bo bafuna mu system approvals ziba online ziba automated mu system ya Bank of Uganda so tulowooza nti bagezako kutwetolooza na kuwuddisa nga tubeetegereza tubakenga ababbi bali mu Bank of Uganda actually governor are not taking up political responsibility ne minister wa finance are not taking up political responsibility fe tugenda kufaafagana nabo kubanga committee tulina okunya n'okwekenneenya otherwise buno obubbi obulyake bino byonna kuyita bbali naye abaatubba ye deputy governor ne board ne bonna abakozi zose zibaleka bazigabana era tasobola twali tudimandinga tumanye baali mu Uganda sente zino nga zijjibwayo twagala okumanya mu Ministry ya Finance simanyi accountant general bye batuwadde byonna tebimatiza kuffe nga bamemba tulineko maybe answers nakola ki kuba buli omu atuleka wakati awo bagamba bo twakola kino ne bali twakola kino kyokka sente zaabula tebalina wadde gwe basuspendinze okulema okususpendingayo omuntu yenna mu Bank of Uganda n'okulema okususpendingayo omuntu yenna mu Ministry ya Finance kyeraga lwatu nti ababbi bebakulya Bank of Uganda bebakulya ne Ministry ya Finance tujja kubazuula